Chiefs 32, Bills 29. Man, it was a barn burner. And the Chiefs are headed back to the Super Bowl for their third straight year, going for the three-peat. Travis.
Yes, sir.
How we feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Life is amazing. Life is amazing. I mean, it's a crazy feeling to be this fortunate in a game that, you've been playing your entire life, man. And I've had a lot of heartbreak. I've had a lot of times where it hasn't been this sweet. And right now I'm just riding the high of living this dream out with my brothers and everybody in Kansas City, man.
For sure. Well, you got all the talk has been about the three-peat, but did you know you've already set the record? You can set it more by getting the three-peat accomplished, which is obviously the main goal for the Chiefs.
I don't give a fuck about a goddamn record. I want a Super Bowl this year.
I'm just saying, you guys are the first team ever to win back-to-back Super Bowls and then make it back in year 3. So you've already accomplished something more than any other team has done in consecutive seasons. But if you cinch it, you'll be the first team ever, of course, to win 3 in a row. How are you guys dealing with the three-peat talk internally?
I mean, we're obviously
talking about it nonstop.
Yeah, every day is just, I look at Pat every single day. We're like, no, we don't talk about it at all. We're more focused on,
Andy breaks down everything. He's like, guys, I was going to come up here and talk about turnovers and staying in the moment and really focusing in on details and making sure you let your personality show. But fuck it, I'm just going to say what everybody else is thinking. We have a chance to win 3 in a row, guys. We can do this. That's all we should be focused on is that record.
It hasn't been mentioned one time outside of being asked about it in the media. Everybody in the building is just focused on, doing their job. That's how we got here. That's how we got the first one. That's how we got the second one. It's the only way you win football games and get to the Super Bowl is if you focus on the task at hand. For sure. And we got a huge task coming up, and it's it's going to be electric. It's going to be absolutely electric. We know Philly's got the sour taste in their mouth from the last one, and
that.
And they're a hell of a fucking football team, man. This will be the best team we play all year.
Well, we got a couple notes on the game itself. Rookie Xavier Worthy, back to this Bills game, had a huge game. I mean, his biggest game of his career. Not a bad time to put that up in the AFC Championship.
Man, he's just been slowly getting better, man. He bought into the process, to the challenge that Coach Reed has for him, that this offense has for him, to not just be that. I feel like when he got drafted, everyone's like, man, it's going to be bombs over Baghdad. Pat's going to be throwing that thing 100 yards down the field, and Xavier's just going to be running underneath it. He's got the straight line speed, but he's so much more than just a straight line receiver. He can run routes. He gets the ball in his hands. He can split defenders. He runs hard. I mean, he's the total package when you think of a wide receiver. He can play outside. He can play inside. And you can do some of the gadget stuff with them that you can't do with everyone,
That's what I saw a lot. And it wasn't really gadget plays. I mean, they had a couple of gadget plays, but it felt like the big thing to me watching is like, I think what teams are kind of trying to do to you guys, man it up, right? And if you want to play man against this guy with all these mesh concepts and crossers with how fast he is, that's just going to be a tough matchup for anybody to get down, especially when he's timing everything up as well as he did this past week.
Oh, yeah.
It's been fun watching him progress each step of the way. It's his first career 100-plus yard receiving game. I guess 100-yard scrimmage.
Yeah.
Because some of those
he had
weren't.
80 or 85, which was the most he had in a game yet, which is crazy to me. But
and there are a lot of big he had that big third down catch. I mean, it was a huge part of the game plan and helped the Chiefs keep multiple drives going. 4th down blitz, maybe the biggest play of the game. 4th and 5 under 2 minutes. Spags dials up. The same thing it does always in crucial situations. You're going to get it. You don't know when. Is it going to come on 4th down or is it going to come on 3rd down?
You don't know where it's coming from.
He mixes it up enough. But I always felt like when I played Spags with the Giants or when I played him with the Eagles, if you get into a crucial situation, he is not going to be one of these coordinators who just sits back and plays soft coverage and lets you annihilate him. He is going to mix it up, and you're going to get a cover zero or some very big pressure, either a fire zone, whatever. He's going to find a way to get pressure on you and make you make a play. And it was a beautifully designed and timed up blitz. That thing was on Josh so fast.
It was.
And credit to Josh. I mean, he almost made this play. It's actually crazy that this thing almost got completed if you think about it.
I got Dalton Kincaid is going to be a stud in this league for such a long time. I'm talking about Dalton, and back-to-back weeks, man. My tight ends, man. Those are my guys right there, man. That shit hurts.
Dude, this is the same freaking package Spags used to do in New York. You put the free safety down, and you got to guess, are they bringing free safety in the will, or are they bringing it from the field? And it's so hard. He'll also drop and rush three. Like he does so much stuff out of this. It is so hard to get a beat on it.
I always think the hardest blitzes to pick up are those fucking corner blitzes, man. If you can show, because you're a cover 2 team, when you can just show that, you know what I mean, you're playing a zone coverage, you can bring the corner, man, that throws everybody off, man. You just either got to know where your hots are, or you got to be a savvy enough QB to find some time and give yourself a chance like Josh did.
And this is what you run the risk of when you run those cram alignments. Because I bet if that's a out split receiver, it is going to be the safety down there. Yeah. This is a good point that you bring up, because that actually is the corner, and it's a lot harder to see when the corner adds on. You usually don't include him in it. But when you have those nasty alignments, the corner and the safety a lot of times will switch responsibilities. Yeah, you take it.
That's why we love Spags, and that's why I love this defense, man. They play so fucking well together. They force guys to have to make plays, and instead of just kind of playing guys straight up and playing these zones that a lot of coaches just are. I don't want to say they're stubborn in their ways, but they have their styles of how they play defense, and you either got to have the guys that communicate well, or you just got to have guys that play balls to the walls, man. And that's what our defense does, man. They just fly around and make plays, man.
And I do got to say, I mean, Kincaid had a chance to catch this thing. It's not the easiest ball.
That thing was curving away from him.
When that thing goes up like that, and you can tell by the way it was coming down, it's coming down funky. He's trying to track it and just couldn't come away with it. But man, almost a ridiculous. I mean, this would have been the play of the year if he pulled this off. So shout out to Spags for mixing it up and causing that play to really happen on 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a difference. I mean, last time you guys played these guys, Josh made the play on 4th down with the quarterback run, right? That ended up sealing it.
We were doing the top 10 plays. That was number 1 right there.
Well, I mean, for the game, to be able to do that, that was a huge play.
Yeah, during the season, that was a hell of a play by Josh right there, man.
Yeah.